Oh, my mic was muted. At least I have a habit of checking now. All right. So, yeah, really not too many or too many plans for today. I think really this stream. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done one of these. Um, but this stream, we're just kind of gonna focus on a couple things that I had to do today for this that I know um I got to get done anyway. So why not stream it, right? Okay, so it's been quite a long time since I've streamed any sort of development on this game. Um, I guess most of you who follow me would know Spy, but or if you're in any of the discords, but um, yeah, it's been pretty slow, but it's still going. Game's still kind of kicking, and some pretty big plans for it. Um, I guess the rest of this year, kind of just doing um some of the other or getting some of the other tasks done that I have on the list of things to do, a long list of things to do. Um, so today I was thinking what I need to do is we do have a development build over on itch that you can download and play for free today. Um, Problem with that build is it's just very pretty buggy. It's outdated. I don't tend to push to it that often. Maybe like a couple times a year, if anything, at this point. And I kind of don't intend to. Hey, what's up, personal? It's awesome to have you in here, man. Really cool. And yeah, so I mean, it's the build on there. I'm not, it's not like a huge focus, but what I do want to do today is I want to at least update it to kind of meet the standards of future demos. So essentially, the way I have it right now is there's kind of a set list of, I guess, full game world spaces that you can explore. The ones that are included in that demo build are, let's see here. They're probably the biggest ones in here right now. As far as content goes, I mean, um, they're not exactly filled out with quests or anything like that yet, but they have like the most in them as far as locations go and all that. And really the demo on itch hasn't really changed all that much over the years. It's well, actually, I kind of take that back. It did, because in 2022, that's when things kind of turned around for the project, right? And I think in a better way too. But anyway, since 2022, it really hasn't changed all that much. So the past couple of years, right? It's still kind of the same idea. There's really not a whole lot to do, I suppose, as far as like actual content goes, like actually doing quests and things like that. That's still kind of where it was before. We haven't really further pushed any of that. I won't say we haven't developed that, but not out there in the public. And that's kind of for a specific reason, right? We're trying not to give the whole game away, but the idea is we want to kind of come up with a solid, a handful of quests in the world that players can enjoy, and then also get a good vertical slice of what the actual open world gameplay would be like, because that's really the core of the game besides the main story levels, which will be really cool to reveal once we have them, all complete, but we're far from that. And we still have a long ways to go. So, I mean, this is like one of the ones that I show off the most on this channel, just kind of zooming around and scrolling around and stuff. But there's just so much here, right? And this is one of the ones that is in the build or the demo build right now. But what I want to do is I'm actually today, the goal is to strip that down. Um, and I think this will make a lot of sense, purpose wise, and really what the whole idea of that demo build really is, what it's there for. Um, it's uh, it's there to kind of create a very solid vertical slice. So with the current setup, this build doesn't really do that. It's instead it's you're kind of just thrown in, do whatever you want kind of thing. But I mean, you have these big worlds to kind of go around in, right? Find bugs, glitches, whatever the hell. A couple people have done that already, but um, it's kind of been a while since I've done any like active testing, so kind of been doing a lot of that on my own. Um, I mean, this has evolved over the years, obviously, but it's pretty much, hasn't changed that much this year. I wouldn't really say. Um, anyways, you kind of get the point, right? So it's I'm wanting to kind of take these maps out. So the ones that are currently in are this one here. I mean, I could zoom around all day to different locations here. It's quite a big map, but I think I'll just go ahead and go to the other one, or the next one rather, right? Um, and the thing is, let's see here. I kind of want to, I guess once I can start, I have that developed, I guess that new developer map made, or development map, I guess you would say, because it's going to kind of be what will be on the demo, right? I could just call it a demo map, I guess, demo world. I would say once we have that, I'd really like to start doing some more content on it. So, like shorts and things like that, anything that would get people's attention. And so that's kind of something that's been recommended to me by a couple other developers that we've talked about this sort of thing. So, I really think that's something we're going to probably start doing, if not this year, by next year. Hopefully, because I want to get a couple things polished, a couple more things polished before we do that. Really, mainly for presentation purposes. And I'll probably end up having to hire a couple people to do that, to help me out with that. So, kind of the plan, but we'll see how things go. I'm really not a big, with this game, um, not really at a point where I'm pushing out a bunch of content, but I mean, these live dev streams are another thing. They're just much easier for me to do. Unfortunately, as I spoke to with another person recently, we kind of agreed that it's not. really exactly the best for engagement. So let's see here, but I mean, I'm still gonna do both. I'm gonna do. Oh, I was showing the other world. So I guess I won't go through all of them now, unless anybody wants me to. I can, but the point is, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a new map. So I really want to get that build updated as soon as possible because I'm really not exactly wanting these maps to be able to be publicly played right now anymore. I've been kind of eyeing analytics and stuff like that, and just people who download it. You know, most of these people who download on itch, they kind of just they download a game, play the game. I know it's whatever, it's crap, it's good. They don't really tell you. Itch is not really famous for its engagement on larger projects, so kind of just it's this game. Let's add it to collection, or it's good. So I feel like it's a lot of what's been happening with Wolfthorn, but you know, the whole purpose of it being on there was really um, just to see what happened. I wasn't really trying to get any or a lot of traction just yet. It was or even up to now, really. We're kind of not at that point yet, but it's it's still there. If I have to reference somebody to go check it out or something like that. Um, anyways, yeah. So I've kind of done the analytics on that, and I guess I've kind of hit that point where it's time for me to update this and to make this decision because I really don't want I don't want anybody else above that current, I guess, download count to come into the game and then just go like what the hell's going on, sort of thing. Kind of how it is right now. It's just very throw you in the game sort of thing. Exactly have any pointers. But so kind of going back and forth between talking a lot and also just going through my list here of things to do. So still mostly using the Trello board for that, but I've been wanting to do this. I haven't quite done this yet, but I'm kind of converting to using Obsidian, which is a program for organization. It's kind of like a mapping tool in a way, like a mind map tool, if you want to say that or whatever you want to call it. So that's kind of what I've been transitioning to. I haven't quite set anything up with that yet, though. So um, kind of at a phase where I'm still using the Trello for a lot of things here. So let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and find or actually create that new world now. Let's make it in. I don't know if I want to make it in here or different. Probably in here. Should probably call it demo instead, but mm, that's all right because it's kind of all part of the same thing. So I think calling it development is fine to the folder at least. All right. I don't want to save anything in here either. And I just want to copy this world here because I already have things in it that kind of the starting point for what I'm after, right? For this sort of map. So let's copy it. Go ahead and copy that level there. And then I'll just get rid of everything and redo it. So I mean, this is kind of going to be good for me too, because then I'll be able to switch to just the idea is, even though I have developer maps in the actual builds, they're all still kind of part of the full experience. And so it's kind of easy to get lost in that, right? And so with this, the idea is going to be while the demo is active, or the demo, I guess, configuration, right? This is pretty much the only map you're going to be able to go in. And this is going to be, I think, pretty good for, again, testing and doing content, things like that. And it'll be like pretty much any other world space, I suppose. I don't know what to call it. I kind of want to give it an actual name instead of just demo world space. But yeah, it's going to have all the same content and all that. But really, I guess the idea would be, um, it kind of give me a really solid, really in the end, it'd give me a really solid vertical slice because it'd have all that content in it, that you would get in any other world space, really, such as the quests. And I think I wrote a couple other things down, which are currently lacking in the ones you can go in the demo right now, because there's really not. There's a couple of them I've done in like, I think, some of the main world spaces, but they're not. I mean, they're not very well designed, and they were kind of just there for a really early example, and since then nothing publicly has been put out. So it's kind of just been the same. So here's that. But I want to call it something. I don't know what the hell to call it. Didn't want to save that either. Damn it. Isn't that just fucking messes with my repository? I didn't really do anything in there anyways. I don't know. Hopefully this is I'm hoping this is kind of a step in a better direction too, as far as um managing, a demo build goes, because this is kind of going to be the same case with the Steam build too, which I'm really aiming to have by the end of this year, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. If I can come up with all the necessary, um, I guess, base material for the page, I can come up with a simple gameplay trailer and things like that, then I don't see why we can't have it out um, on there, and then maybe provide a demo. How things go. But yeah, it's still got a long way in terms of polish. There's just a lot of things that are not not really up to where I want them, or really where I think most people would want them. So I don't know what the hell this is doing. Come on, man. Just sit here and fucking load like all fucking day. Day's almost fucking over. Yeah, it's just I think it's gonna be a lot easier to manage, you know. Um, Having one world, and really just focusing on providing content for that because I think that's kind of the mistake that I've been making with the uh the build that's on there now, right? Is there's so many, you have like even though there's only 6 world spaces, but
Thank
um
you.
hey, thanks for the follow and welcome Nathan. Glad to have you on here. I'm just kind of talking about some of the things that we're working on today, kind of thinking it out too. So don't mind me, but thanks. Yeah, I got long hair and everything. Yeah, I'm like all I need is sunglasses and I'll be all set. But anyways, so right, so what we're working on today is I've kind of just been talking about it the whole time. So I archive these streams too. But we're working on my fantasy RPG currently. It's something I've kind of just been working on as I'll just call it a passion project really at this point. Because I also run my own business and all that shit. So like, I really don't. I haven't had a lot of time to work on this. I still work in games, right? But anyways, long story short, we've been working on this for the past like 4 years, right? It's a very long term project. Um, and today we're going over how the current demo build is set up on the itch. Because right now the way it's set up, I'm not really happy with it. Um, and I guess the main issue, as I've kind of been talking about this stream so far, is how it's not really exactly vertical slice of anything. So basically, you kind of go into the game and you don't. I mean, it's not really centralized. So we're kind of working on setting up one world space for that, to where we can just add content to it and really just have people start to test it out. Um, and this is also kind of in preparation for um, when we do some Steam alpha testing, or not alpha testing, but I guess development testing, and that hopefully will happen at the end of the year. But I'm not gonna put any dates on that just yet. But anyways, yeah, sure, sure. Go ahead, ask away. Um, yeah, I know I'm kind of going off on a thing here, but yeah, I mean, I'd like to bring humor to the day too, and I guess if I can. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm that funny, but I'm gonna get rid of pretty much all this here because I don't want this here at all. um, I've never been asked a question like that before. Not really that sure how to answer that. uh, I don't know, man. Probably nobody. I don't want any of this here. I think I'm just gonna redo all this, everything. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I come up with funny ideas all the time, but most of them are for my games, just projects that I'm working on. It's not, yeah, at least lately, anyways. Yeah, I don't really follow that stuff, so I couldn't really tell you how he acts. Um, why am I getting oh, this isn't right. I have to restart the project because okay, that's weird. Oh yeah, I might actually have to do that. I don't understand why it does this, but yeah, that shouldn't be. It's like a 4.26 bug they never fixed. I have to restart the project. Let me do that real quick. Bear with me 1 second here. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean beyond that, beyond setting up the demo, I mean at least getting the world created, having something to work with. Um, quite a bit on the list, but most of it's could be over the course of the next, few months here. Really the remainder of this year. Um, trying to get out, you know, trying to get as much knocked out as possible, basically, that I can at least. That's kind of the goal. And if I can even get, half of that or quarter of that done, you know, um, I'll take that as a win, you know. Um, so yeah, let's see. But yeah, I think this will be beneficial for multiple reasons. Really, it's not even so much for the itch page itself, but you know, um, also for Steam page and being prepared for that, and then having a good testing environment for testers that come in and actually get to test the game and provide feedback um, in a way that's organized, right? So and another thing I'd like to add with that too is we are planning on when we do that. Again, I'm not sure of the date yet of when that's going to happen or when we'll have all that sorted out. But wanting to kind of do like a prize pool thing and maybe like a challenge or something like that. People can come in and do something, maybe like a $50, $100 prize pool or something like that. Um, just to kind of give people something to, I guess, get out of it, because I understand this is like a very large project and it's like nobody wants to kind of just come in and test something like that out all the time, it's sometimes it's like but um I don't know. I mean that's kind of something we want to do, right? Is kind of just throw in something for people that want to test it out when we get to that point. Um I think that would be cool. Kind of just, give back, say a little thanks too. I'm all about doing that. So anyways, let's see here. So kind of need to get rid of everything in here, really. There should be nothing left in this world space because we're doing a brand new one. Um, so we'll get rid of pretty much everything. We just go down in the outliner and get rid of everything, but don't want to miss anything here. So, and I'm not really in a rush either, I suppose. we'll probably end up resculpting this too, but with this one, I'm not looking to have a plan or anything for this one. It's kind of just I'm not I'm not overthinking this one. Let's just put it like that. Thinking much about the pre-planning at all or post-production for it because it's just really it's a testing environment. I think it's much more interesting to just see where it goes, pretty much. Go from there. Yo, so be there.
Yeah, figure out.
Yeah, I'm
Might
just
go get
doing
fat and get some McDonald's.
what?
Might get fat and eat McDonald's.
Did you
Thinking
eat?
about ordering like $700 worth of
You eat a
McDonald's
lot of fast food, don't you?
on the weekend. Yeah,
On the weekend. Yeah.
yeah.
What do you do when you're out? You like
What do you mean when I'm out?
I mean when you're I mean, I don't know, like coming home from work or something.
I just eat what's at my house. I don't eat like fast food every day.
It's just every time you're on the phone with me, you're like, I'm gonna go grab Chipotle or McDonald's or some shit,
Yeah,
and
but
I'm always
Chipotle, yeah.
I'm
Might go
like,
get like
I'm like,
Culver's.
bro, like, chill. Anyways, yeah, I'm just.
Mhm.
Hey, Seth, hold on. I gotta tell you something real quick.
Huh? Yeah. What the what the hell? Yeah, just figured it out. Yeah. What? Do you? Like that? Ouais, ouais, ouais,
Okay, right. So,
ouais.
okay, what am I doing? Right. So I have my stream on, volume on. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I came in here saying I knew what I was doing, but honestly, I don't. Um, I don't really care what I'm doing with this. I'll come back in and mess with this later a little bit. Yeah. All right. So I don't really want to focus exactly on the design so much just yet. I want to actually go to the main menu and figure this part out. So all right, so I don't really want to add any more buttons to this, but I'm trying to think about how we do this. I mean, I could swap this button out here. Not that, this one here. I don't know. Uh, I gotta think about this one for a minute because I haven't really gotten this far yet. Let's see. So we have the story mode, which is going to be locked anyways. The sandbox mode, which will, if you don't swap the button, will also be locked. And then the world hub, which would be locked or removed. Um, why is that? Wait, was that not showing up? I thought I ran a testing build of this earlier, right? And this button here,
So big. That's crazy.
this
Oh,
button
my
here
bad.
is
My
supposed
bad.
to
That's probably
go up.
so crazy.
Crazy, dude. Crazy, man. I'm just sitting here kind of
On
staring
the
at my
bench.
screen like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I really don't. Um, Almost have to run another one of these builds just to see how it's looking again, because these also change depending on whether or not have any save game data or anything like that, right? And then it goes in and does what it's supposed to do. For the button visibility. Anyways, let me yes, this is supposed to always be visible, right? But this wasn't actually showing up at all, I don't think, on the build. Let me check it real quick. I don't want to sit here and just kind of keep thinking about it and trying to remember. Um, I also have to clear my save data on there to do that. We need to go to our app data or local. I'd like to change the location of this too eventually, but I honestly I've never really bothered to do that before with any of my games. Figure that part out. Save data will yeah, because it should make it a lot easier if I can do this. Make a second backup of this data. Usually make multiple backups. I need both of these.
Muliti.
8, 11, I don't know.
Dude, it's
To
so
back
big.
up
I
those
swear to
two.
God. It's crazy.
What? Hey Seb,
Huh?
pretty soon I'm gonna be doing a lot more
Uh,
shorts
uh,
of this project. See how it turns out, right? Because so let me
huh?
you know that guy I had a chat with Friday, right? Uh, I told you, right, about that? I told
Yeah,
you
like a
and
meeting
like
at like 3 o'clock in the morning,
no,
or
it's
like
like
early in
ten
the
o'clock.
morning,
Yeah,
or
it was like
yeah, like
for me anyways.
yeah.
And he sent me a couple things. He sent me one page where this guy, or not a guy, but it was actually a small indie team. Like they had an office, a studio, right? They released a game called it's like some crab game. I don't know what the. I mean, I wouldn't play it because that's not my kind of game.
Right.
Like I'm not into like cute, like little, games like that. But anyways, it's like a crab game, but it's like Souls like and shit. It's like an RPG. And he sent me their YouTube channel. It actually did very well. And he sent me their YouTube channel, right? And I look at the YouTube that they have for the game, and it's I'm pretty sure I don't think they really did that many videos on the game. All they did, for the most part, was shorts. So a lot of what they have
Yeah,
on their YouTube channel about the game, besides the launch trailer, right? And they also have the soundtrack on here. A lot of the soundtrack videos are on here. Um, there's a couple videos on like not a whole lot. Maybe like on their channel. Let's see, release date trailer one, two, three, four. So maybe like four actual videos, right? That's it. Four videos of the game. You hear what I'm saying?
yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
Four
Four videos?
actual
What?
videos of the game,
Yeah,
right? So basically, that's all they did on their YouTube, and it has like 87,000 subscribers. It's a lot per game.
yeah. What the fuck?
That's a lot, isn't it? And it's like,
Yeah, well, it is a
and
lot.
so here's what I'm thinking, right? Because I'm looking at their shorts now, and there's just a shit ton of shorts on this. Like
No shorts. Yeah, like there's
probably
channels that have no
about
videos, just shorts, and they got like hundreds of
maybe like
thousands.
30, 50, somewhere around that range on their channel, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of trend with the current music and stuff like that, and they show some of the people that worked on the game. So it kind of made me think, right? Like when I get to a point, like I'm not quite there yet. Like I still need to do a couple things I've been kind of explaining. Like I guess presentation wise to make it look nice. Like
Yeah.
the game, because it's kind of a little bit janky, right? I want to try to get as much of that out as possible. But the idea is once I do that, I kind of need to get this from you because I want to start doing a shit ton of shorts on that game. Like I mean, I just want to start doing like maybe like I would say at the least though, maybe like 3 or 4 a month. Um, so like one a week would be great. That would be awesome, you know. But if I can get those trending, it's almost like I feel like, and I don't know because I've never done this before. It's like kind of new to me. But I figured, if their game is an RPG as well, too. Like I could easily make this go. You know what I mean? Um, I could see it. If is there I don't know. If there's a way I can maybe put like a link to like the Discord, and you go like, hey, at the end of the video, check or the short, like fucking really quick. Put like, join the Discord, check it out, stuff like that, right?
At the end of the videos.
I don't know, yeah, something. Because I want people to start coming in the Discord, right? Once I start doing that, that's kind of going to be the goal.
Oh yeah, you can advertise. Well, you gotta advertise the
But
Discord.
yeah, because I need to build a community with the game. But I have no idea how to do the shorts format. It's a problem. Like you got it all figured out, I think. I don't know if I can do it.
I don't know. I mean, I know.
I need to get the
Ow,
maybe if I send you, I'm gonna just send you their channel.
ow.
It's kind of like I'll be honest with you. I find it kind of strange, a little bit strange, the way they do these. I know you probably have a couple other comments yourself, but
Let's
clearly
see.
they worked. So
Uh,
I don't. I mean, with their stats on their shorts, like their actual view counts, I think that's where a lot of it came from. Like a lot of their community, it has to be because there's like they're averaging like 100 and something views a single short. 100,000. I mean, I'm sorry, not 100 views. 100,000. That's a lot, right, for a game.
yeah.
It's actually ridiculous, to be honest. One of them has
They are getting a lot
1.8
of
million.
views.
You see all that shit, dude? You see it, right?
Yeah, but fuck, from what though, dude?
Mhm.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what's like intriguing about this
I don't know either, but it clearly worked.
because like when you go to upload a short on your fucking channel, it gets 3 views.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like like I don't see really like because you can't post thumbnails. You can't post thumbnails on YouTube
yeah.
for
I
shorts. It's
mean,
not
if I
possible.
can,
For shorts, it's
I
not
think
possible.
if I can do this right, if I can find like certain areas of my game that just kind of are like maybe even funny, you know what I mean, or something, just something that gets someone's attention, like some kind of emotion that makes them go like, oh, this is just fucking, I'm gonna watch this short, you know what I mean? Basically, and I'm gonna watch it and maybe follow the project sort of thing, or check the page out, or just something that makes it look cool. I don't know. Like if I can find certain areas, like it's kind of like your best areas that you're looking for, right? I don't know. Again, I'm kind of like with you on this. I haven't watched all these, so I don't really know. But he did send me this page. He's like, check this out, and you can maybe get an idea of how to do some of that. Do some more stuff with your YouTube because I told him I had a YouTube. I'm like, look, man, I have like 500, almost 500 subscribers. Because we were talking about like how what my current community's like. And he asked me a couple of questions about that, and then I kind of just told him, I'm like straight up, like it's not really a whole lot, not many people. A lot of people know I'm making this game, but they're not like actively like following it. It's kind of like because I've kind of created it in that way where it's like
Yeah.
I'm not really at that point where I'm going out there like, hey, dude, look at this game, check it out, join us. I'm not really doing that yet. Um, but I will be pretty soon, hopefully. I don't know. Hopefully before I'm dead. Let's put it that way. No.
Well, I'm trying to look at these videos here, and I'm
Yeah.
very confused.
Uh,
Like, how the
maybe
fuck does this
within.
have like that many views? What am I looking at? Like a
Realistically,
game,
though,
dude. It
and
doesn't.
honestly, I'm hoping I can do it by the end of this year. Like I can be in a position where I can start doing shorts because,
Wait, the thing is that all these shorts are like have a whole bunch of different clips and shit inside each one.
yeah, yeah. So
And it's
like,
got voiceovers in it and shit, dude.
right. So I'd have to think
Text
really
and shit.
hard about
Yeah,
how I'm
the
going
other
to
guy.
do that because I really it has to be as compact as possible, but it has to be really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a whole bunch of information in one
It
thing.
has to be as good as it can be, but
And like make it,
within
yeah,
such a
yeah.
short amount of time.
And you gotta make it. And you don't even need to post thumbnails, which is kind of. I don't know how people get it,
I don't
or
know.
not the
I
thumbnail, but I don't
maybe
know how
it's
people
like
like.
I'd have to look that up too.
Oh
Be
yeah,
like,
you know you can't make thumbnails, but I'm wondering
yeah,
if
I
there's
know,
a
but
thing
like,
on.
is there like a way to like I would look up like, is there a way to maybe match it to a certain like time? Is that how it works, or is it like
Yeah,
completely
that's what I
fucking
was.
random?
Because you know how like it gives you, it recommends you thumbnails to use like in your regular videos, like three
Right. So
different
like
screenshots.
picks like certain increments of time. That's what I don't know. I'm hoping that's how it is, so I can figure it out. In mathematically.
'Cause if you look at all mine on YouTube
Calculate's the
Shorts on my
best thing.
shit, it's just all those are just what it just picked automatically
Yeah.
in my
Yeah, but
style, my
that's
fucking
kind of
video.
the thing, man. I don't know if you'd be willing to help out with that or not, but
Bro, like what is this?
I don't know.
Like no, like
They got a
God,
I believe that was their
fuck is this?
first game that they put out too. This is not just one person, this is a small team, right? But granted, they I don't know if they okay, so they've made 3 games.
This is on some like Australian shit, dude.
3 games, and
Brilliant.
they all did decently well, actually, for indie titles, which is um,
Hmm.
pretty nice. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of just something I'm planning on doing. I'm not quite ready to do it yet, but pretty soon, hopefully.
I don't- We have bad luck with shorts and shit. We have bad luck with everything on here.
Yeah, that's worth the shot, though. You know, with my luck, it's gonna be a bunch of people saying, this is shit, it's not, fucking,
Man, it's
haters, basically. I can't really think like that. I could give less of a shit at this point anyways. But, if I can get my fire propagation system in here working, I could have, like, a dragon mount and then just fucking breathe fire on, like, bushes and shit and set everything on fire and then probably get people's attention. Just stupid shit like that, right? Not exactly stupid, though. It's actually kind of, looking at their Steam page also, it's actually quite interesting how they did the trailer. They combined
hmm.
their cinematic and gameplay trailer together. They did an animation in the beginning, and then towards the end, they do the gameplay. So it's like the other half of the trailer. Never really seen it like that. A couple instances I've seen
No,
that.
it's it. The fucking thing that happened to the.
Gotta take a lot of fucking editing. I'll probably have to pay somebody to do this because I don't know. You think you can do it? Stuff? You think you can
I don't
edit a
know.
trailer like really, really good?
Oh, I can't edit trailers.
There's can't do
I don't
that.
know, dude. I haven't
Like I
really
mean, like
edited.
really good. I mean, it has to be like top tier.
Yeah, I can't edit shit, dude. I don't think.
Like that. Basically, like that scene page that's on that YouTube channel. Theirs is pretty well done. I would say is a good
Wait, on
scene.
that fucking aggro
Yeah,
crap?
if you go to the Steam page for it, look at their trailer, and you kind of see what I'm talking about.
Oh, well, it
I
has a
like
lot
how
of
they combine
fucking
both though,
reviews on it,
because
dude.
what?
It's got 9,000. It's got like 10,000 reviews in the game, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot.
$30 game for this shit.
It's a lot
What is this?
for indie game. I don't know how.
Does fucking SQC play this shit, dude, or something?
It must have
Right.
must have gone viral somehow.
Some streamers are fucking playing it or something. It has to be, bro.
So that's kind of
Um,
what, when I put this out too, I already kind of have a list of people I want to reach out to, right? Like I could go like down the list and say, I want to reach out to this YouTuber, I want to reach out to that guy, and I know I want to reach out to that guy. You know what I mean? So I kind of have like a list of people that I want to
like
like,
that indie game, that
because you
play
kind
indie
of,
game.
well, yeah, because you kind of want to once you get to a point, right, where you're ready to kind of start handing that out, which I'm far from it. I mean, I got a long fucking way to go with this thing. With this project in particular, right? Which I'd like to very much finish before I fucking die. But anyways, the point is like it kind of be like not cold calling, but like kind of like uh cold contacts, right? Where you contact somebody and it's kind of like, okay, I kind of have this, and here's this, and this kind of like it's almost like a little bit of like a mini pitch to um almost potentially free marketing, because if the person decides, hey, this is really cool, I want to check it out, and this is something I'd like to play on my channel because it kind of lines up with what I'm doing, then they'd probably do it, and that would be if that happens, that would be like the biggest tool of free marketing like ever. Um, even if there's things that are not perfect with it, it would get a lot of eyes on the project, right? So if there's even any sort of remote interest there, people would look at it and probably go follow the page. Because I know I've done that. Like, and since so my game it kind of lines up with like Lord of the Rings a lot, so I might go out and I might contact a couple of YouTubers who do Lord of the Rings content. I might go, hey, this game's kind of inspired by that. Would you want to play this, and check it out? There's a lot of similarities with the story, and they might go, oh, hey, this sounds pretty cool. And if it's, something that is, you know, good to play on the channel, I would play it, right? You never know.
Yeah.
At first, I was
This
thinking
this
about a publisher route, but now I'm thinking not so much because I kind of have everything I need to do it. I mean, I might still reach out to a couple just to see what their offers are once I get there too, but
wait, wait, a publisher that like
yeah, it's basically like so the way the guy I talked to Friday, right, Willem, he basically told me, it's basically like this, and I think this is the best way to sum it up. It's basically like hiring your own boss, right? In a way, because you are pretty much handing over ownership, most ownership of your project in order to kind of get like a cash advance in a way. So you're kind of like getting paid to make this thing that is going to meet this certain expectation, and it's
that's
kind of
like
going to
a
be,
record label, dude.
and they take, they always
It's like
take
a record label.
pretty much, but they're always taking the biggest risk, right? Obviously. So it's kind of like it's very rare these days for someone like me. He kind of explained how, a solo developer with no track record of, I won't say I've never released any games because I've released quite a few, not on my own, but with other companies. But the thing is, like, with me releasing solo for the first time under a new name, I don't have a track record of releasing on like Steam or anything like that. It would be my first time. So, I mean, I kind of have a couple options there that I'm thinking of, but if I were to start with this game, then I would, I would have less of a chance, possibly. I
Big
mean, I
Hero
don't know.
Tribe, they have like 3 games, I
Fucking
think.
tried it. Hmm?
They have 3 games.
Yeah, which is like, it's not really a whole lot, but I mean, they all did
Still
fairly
left like
well,
another one. Yeah.
um, for indie games at least. Um, that one guy, that chained together guy, where I told you
Yeah.
he's in this Discord I'm in, right? And I almost was gonna message him and go like, dude, are you really like really, dude? Like you're fucking here, Of course you're fucking here, because I know, because he's this guy, I guarantee you, it's some young kid, that just knew a little bit about multiplayer programming, and maybe he kind of saw this whole thing,
You think that's
this trending, and it's kind of like, again, I'm not speaking for the guy, but I'm just saying, it's kind of what it probably is, right? And he knew a little bit about multiplayer. I'm not so much a multiplayer guy, so I couldn't really, I could maybe figure it out, but it's not really my forte. But anyways, he probably just did that, and dude, the guy is probably rolling in fucking over 1 million revenue, right now. So, I
that's
mean,
it's crazy, bro. It's
it's like
chained together. That game.
just
That game
fucking
was
think about how much money that made, and also now they have a level editor. That's where I met him.
what?
I met him in a server, right, in a community Discord. That's for a level editor that I'm paying the guy. I'm gonna be paying the guy to fix it for my project, but he's using the same one. Um, like the same base anyway, the same plugin solution. And it's got like 2000 over 2000 uploads on his posts on his Steam page. So people are clearly excited about it. Um Yeah, I don't know. Thought that was kind of fucking crazy. And I kind of would have expected him to be in there, because it's kind of like some people. Um, I'm not gonna say using plugins is a bad thing and using a lot of resources, but at this point, this guy's got the money, dude.
Bro,
If I were him,
dude,
I would have made my
dude.
own.
Have you not seen their TikTok, brother?
What
The TikTok, bro, has 368,000 followers.
on that game?
Aggro Crab Games. They're the company.
Oh
Dude,
shit! Well, I guess I need to do TikTok too, huh?
dude, and dude, holy motherfucking shit.
It's a lot. Yeah, kind of what I figured, right? And on Twitter.
They have like they upload their fucking audio tracks to the fucking channel.
And on yeah, so I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Now, I mean, I could try the shorts first and do TikTok at the same time. I'm not really, I don't, I get posting on Reddit, but I really, I hate going on there, dude, because it's like just so, I don't know, it's just not a very pleasant fucking place to post things, but it still gets attention, so I don't know, probably the least of all of them, but
Give me a second. Give me a second.
I would need an entire fucking marketing team at that point because if I'm posting on like multiple fucking places like that,
Yeah, that's just impossible to
that's
do
pretty
yourself.
fucking crazy to do on your own, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Hold on, just give me one second. Give me one second. I'll be back. I'll be back. Second.
Yeah. Good. So what the fuck was I doing anyways? I don't know what I was doing. Out. Okay. I still haven't quite figured out what I'm doing with the buttons here. All right. Oh, that's what I was doing. Right. So I was gonna test the build here because I just
Should finish this video. Huh? Can't.
watched my video.
Probably I'm watching a video.
Not the
Watching a
not the thing I sent you, right? You're not still fucking looking at that, right?
Oh hell no, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But yeah,
I was
no,
flipping
I
through.
mean I'm thinking about all that, trying to come up with a plan, but I'm not expecting anywhere near that amount of uh, you know, viewers or anything like that, but it would be nice. Nice to have. Hey, what's up? It's all right. I'm doing pretty okay. Having a long discussion about marketing on stupid shit that I don't want to do. I hire people to do it, but I don't know. See, why is this fucking not... This isn't actually showing up here. And it should be. Oh, wait, unless, that should never be hidden. It should be... It should change the text on the button. That... Yeah, it's the, you know, the long-term one, right? One I've been working on for quite a while now. Kind of just coming back to it, you know, after a while of not really touching it. I've been busy with other work and stuff, but I'm kind of at a point where I'm starting to like polish everything and make it look nice, and then um, really by the end of the year, I'm hoping to have a more solid demo that people can play and test out and stuff like that. Anyways, let me whole reason I came in here. One of the biggest things is like the animation and just like the visual things, right? Like it's just, you know, it's janky, you know, it's got problems like there's a animal instead of a tree trunk right now, but it's things like that, you know. So it's really just a lot of polishing and content and stuff like that, but kind of got this low poly, you know, polygonal look, but then it's got the stylized, so it's kind of like a mix of both. But let me thanks, I appreciate that. Yeah, so it's a lot. I mean, I'm probably gonna bring people on to start working on some other areas that I can't do myself, like the animation and stuff like that. So, um, so that way I can just focus on content, right? Because at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do is I'm really trying to be able to just focus on the quests and the story and the story levels that come with the game. Because right now, what's in it is, it's mostly, you know, there's not a whole lot to do. I mean, I could spend hours in the game. I say that to everybody I talk to, but and I have. But the thing is, it's just it doesn't have a lot of not a lot of content yet. Not a lot of quests and stuff. Most of the focus over the course of you know, the past maybe 3 or 4 years has been writing the story, building the world, and then also I want to say making the world spaces in the engine, which has been a lot. And people have asked me if I've done them by hand, and pretty much all of these are done by hand, right? You know, it's 53 world spaces. So you're talking about, so imagine, right, just for a size picture, I've done this a couple of times in the streams before, and quite a few actually. Imagine this size, right? Right, actually. This size times about 53. Some of them are larger, some of them are about double the size or triple the size in terms of overall scale. Um, but there's about 53 of them, so it's been a lot. So yeah, people often look at me and think I have already lost it, and I might have, but you know, I'm not I'm kind of set on this, so you know, that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is put this out as soon as I can, right? And really get as far as I can with it. Um, yeah, I really appreciate that. You know, it's been so, I don't know, it's been really hard because, you know, in the beginning, right? I always explain this to people too, but in the very beginning, I want to say like, you know, probably 2019 to 2020, I did have a small team that I was running. And we were all kind of working on different areas of the project, right? But that kind of fell out. Um, you know, fast forward, I don't know, maybe a year of being a part of that team. And we had pretty much we'd all split up. It was just me working on the project. So it has been for a while. Worked on a big, you know, one world space for a while that was is huge. It was one of the largest ones I've ever had, and it got we had a bit of an accident with source control and corruption, and that was lost. It was completely corrupted. So we restarted in 2022, where we're at now. So all this happened in a couple of years, pretty much. And I'm kind of looking to start building a team again because I really want to do that. But the problem is, right now, I don't exactly have. I'm just kind of self-funding this project. All of it's out of pocket, so I don't exactly have the money to hire somebody, pay them 20, 30 an hour, or more, to work on a project like this. And so it's kind of come down to that sort of, if I were to do a team, it'd probably be a rev share model, but not many people want to do that these days, especially with a project like this, because ultimately it is very risky. And it's something where you join a project like this, and if it is a rev share model, um, it's almost like, I kind of see where it goes, maybe for a month, so, and then after that, it might be, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore, and maybe it's not going at their pace or they don't want to do it. And it kind of creates a lot of inconsistency, right? Because then you just lose people, and it also kind of creates a little bit of a pocket or a hole that you have to go patch up every time. So, and I've kind of ran into that experience too, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a decision that I'm making. I'm trying to think about what I want to do. But yeah, let's see here. So this button is what I was gonna fix. Yeah, but I would really like to get people that are interested in the project, maybe even just if it's anything at all, any little help works, and I would be like happy to sign like contracts and do things like that. I'm still paying people to do like little things, like right now I have some guy who's gonna fix the level editor for this because I'm gonna have a level editor that comes with this project. Um, for people to kind of make their own maps and stuff and be able to share that. And so I'm probably gonna end up paying him. I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if he's gonna join this stream or not, but if he comes in here, he probably already knows this anyways. But I'll probably end up paying him like couple grand at least to look into this, so it's gonna be a little bit of an expense for me. But I'm willing to do it, because I think it's a pretty big part of the project. So I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I can't like it's hard for me to like express it, but like that does like mean like a lot to me. Like almost, I don't know. I get to the point sometimes where I'm like I want to say I kind of want to tear up, but I don't. 'Cause, I mean I am a man, so like, I have to be a man. But yeah. Yeah, I really do hope so. It's I keep saying it has a long way to go, but I mean, I really don't know. Once I get a playtesting environment, I'm able to get more feedback. Goals to have maybe 25 or 50 people. I told a couple people this recently that I want to do this again, but actually, on Steam this time. Um, if I'm able to even do that, that would I think that would give me a lot of good feedback. And then I also talked about maybe even throwing a prize pool in that, and creating some kind of thank you for people testing it out. So I mean, because any feedback really is at this point valuable, so very valuable. Always has been really, but especially in the time that I do that, right? Anyways, let me I keep forgetting what I was even doing. I can't like talk and actually do things. It's like crazy. I used to be able to. I was watching a stream of mine from like 2019 or 2020 where I watched myself and I was like, I'm so much better at doing that then, or I was, than what I am now. And it's kind of like maybe because I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I've actually gotten more expressive about certain parts of what I'm doing. But yeah, you know, yeah. So that's kind of what I was talking about with Seb. Are you still here?
Huh?
You still okay, you're still here.
Yeah, I'm watching the video.
I was kind of talking about that with you, right? Where
Huh?
I was gonna start doing so once I actually get this in a more polished state, there's a couple things I want to do, fix up presentation. I don't know how long that's gonna be again, but um hopefully sooner rather than later, right? Like I said, kind of by the end of this year would be nice, but we'll see. But yeah, I want to start doing like shorts and things like that, of like the good parts of the game, like the really, really good parts, and just focusing on that and showing that off in like, YouTube shorts, TikTok, things like that, would be really great. And then if I have the time, I'd like to do devlogs again, but unfortunately, like devlogs are just very unless you have like two or three people working on the game at least, it's kind of like a lot. You have to do a lot of self documentation. Usually, the scripts for those are like super fucking long, so it's like it could take like weeks to come up with a solid one. Maybe even a month, if I'm being generous, but um, to make a very good one, anyways. And usually, developers will post maybe about 10 or 12 of those. Is what I've seen on average, max, and then just kind of stop with the devlogs. Um, That'll probably happen over a course of like a couple of years, but for me, I posted like two. And the two that I posted, I wasn't really happy with. So, but they're still up today. You can still watch them. I cringe at them every time, but they're there. That happened within like a year, couple months, I think, couple months span. Then I just stopped doing them. I started doing live streams instead. But yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I do, right? Um, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much everything, right? It's like the gist of it, anyways. Trying to figure out why the hell this is hiding when it shouldn't be. Yeah, so that's the button that needs to show up in the full game, but it's actually not. Figure this shit out. So, hmm, well, maybe if I could get a reference to this, we could find where it's at. Yeah, it's so fucking weird. Would that not? About the text, play text. Hmm. I see what's happening. Wow. I'm so stupid. Okay. All right. So this needs to not be here then. Instead, that should say continue. Shouldn't mess with the visibility at all, actually. And click that button. This is I should have done this so much better. This is so shit. I can't even like read this. Um, or if it's not that, if it's false, loads whatever our last level was, right? Yeah. Okay, I see that now. See, this is the shit I need to document. Um, and then if it's true, we load the hub map. is what I was just in. Like I, but I want to figure this out before I do that. So I kind of need to yeah, yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah, I mean, I kind of like when I graduated high school, I was already kind of um I was basically that kid, right? When I was in high school, my last year, especially senior year, um, during lunch hour, I'd be in the computer labs. I'd be that guy that's just sitting there modeling on the computers, and I'd pretty much be the only one there. So I'd quite literally skip my lunch, mostly, but eat it there. I'd eat it at the computer, um, to work on models that I'd use when I get home. So anything I could do on those computers, I would do. I also wrote a lot of this story while I was there. Um, the beginning, anyways, like the very beginning, that changed a lot. But and then kind of fast forward to today, I kind of just managed to kind of get in the right spot. And so what I'm doing now is mostly contract work, but I kind of do that, and then I also have these projects, right, which is where I'm at a point where I'm trying to actually get these out. I'm trying to push them out so that I have some stuff of my own, right? Um, but yeah, yeah. So you kind of you got kind of the same thing going on, right? But or you did anyways. But yeah, I mean that's kind of how you know, right? I think that you're taking what you want to do seriously, and I think that's something you should never really give up on, right? When you figure that out for the first time, I wanted to give up on this project so many times. Believe it or not, I've had people download this and tell me it was a waste of their time. Plenty of them. Anyways, um, long story short, I've gotten my fair share of people who want to really just want to bring me down. And that's something that kind of just happens, right? um, when you're doing things that are quite ambitious, especially on your own. Um, and so, I mean, I'm still working on it today. It's like I'm not, I'm not really that easily, um, I guess, discarded. So, I mean, and then I've had a lot of people who have said things that I never expected. Actually, one time I got this donation for this game that I was working on, just kind of this, I thought it was a piece of shit, I'll be honest with you. Um, and just I look one day and it's like this guy just gave me a $20, donation for playing a free game, and I'm like, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect things like that. But to know that even is that people care is pretty cool. I feel like once I get to the point where I'm publicizing this more too, it's going to be like a whole nother thing that I've never experienced before. Um, but hopefully it's a good thing. I think it will be. It's just going to be hard. Very hard to get there. I have a long way to go, but I think with the right people, I can get there. I'm kind of trying to build up. I'm working on building a small team, like I said, even though it's kind of a process. I'm still trying to think of like how to organize it, but without creating something where it's like creating an environment where it's like you got to do this thing, you have to do that, and because I mean it would be like it would be kind of starting this kind of like a not it's kind of like a rev share model, but I might do like some contracts and stuff like that, and I might throw some money in here and there where I can, but other than that, it's kind of where it would start anyways. But we'll see how that goes. Anyways, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh yeah, so let's do this. Let's see if this falls true. False would be Oh, I did have this hooked up before. I actually just got rid of the whole thing. Hmm. Okay. So I wonder if, all right, in that case, you could just plug this back in, right? And just do does save game exist? Go to the button or the text, rather. Not exactly what I wanted to focus on today, but shouldn't fucking, yeah, let's get rid of this. Move binding, hit play text, continue game, or yeah, new game. See, and that's kind of what I want. Let's launch that in a standalone. Sometimes I hate that I made this intro video because I mean it's cool and all, but it's like fuck, I just don't want to sit here like a million fucking times that I have to do to test this out. I could usually skip it in a build, but sometimes doesn't let you skip it. Um, the menus. I almost need to clear my save to do this, don't I? Oh crap. That says continue game. When I click it, it should load me in that map I just created. See if it does that. Yep. Developer world. Okay, cool. So that's working. Get this. Okay, so then what I need to do is I need to delete the save inside of the actual project. So let me do that. I got some other monitor trying to see what's going on. Save games. It's backed us up. Back up. Date today 11 20. Let's do 8/11/24. So, all right. Okay, and then now I can go in here, right? And let's test it out now. It'll load me in here. Oh my god. You know, another thing too about having like a good speaker setup too is every time I play this intro video, it, like literally shakes my fucking floor. I'm not fucking kidding you. Like it's like, you know, and you're like, oh the fuck out. Very like almost like I don't know, pretty much like any like movie you'd watch, right? And it would have a, you know, the I guess introduction videos to this. Let's see, how the fuck am I in a window? Oh, because of my set. Wait, what? No, it shouldn't be doing that. Wireless is fine, I guess. Okay, I'm not keeping this anyways. Okay, let's go back to the menu. I'm not here to roll around and shit like that. Yeah, one of the biggest things presentation-wise, it's gonna be, you know, the thing to fix is gonna be the animation and really just the characters, because right now they kind of have like these like this monkey arm thing going on where they like kind of have their arms like in a weird position, you know, and it's because of just really, honestly, just shitty rigging. And it's been an issue for like the entirety of the game. It's pretty bad. But I'm not afraid to admit that, right? And it's It's something that I'll fix, but I need to bring some people on for that because I want to do it the right way. And that's really not my strong suit. Let me I just realized I fucked that up. I need to go back to the main menu map. Actually, let's do this. Let's go, instead of searching it there, let's just go straight to it this way. Yeah, it's like one of the big things, right? Presentation-wise, it helped a lot with the jankiness and stuff, and also fixing IK solutions, because really right now they're quite buggy. If you go in like an interior, like a cave, and you happen to come across a bridge or something like that, I might show some things at some point, probably not this stream, but um, it you know, the movement, to say the least, is not smooth, because the collision is not, also the collision is not what it should be. There's a lot of work to do there. So, we've managed to fix a good portion of it, like bridges, stuff like that, like I just mentioned, but there's still parts of it where it could definitely be improved. See, now it's showing up like it should. It says new game. Okay, so that's what I wanted to see. So the idea is I don't really want to hide buttons. I just want to reword things, basically, depending on what is happening, what save states are, and things like that. Eventually, once we have a multi-slot system too for saving, we'll take that into account with this as well. Probably have like a slot selection screen for this. Now it should start a brand new game, and it should actually load me into the tutorial map, I believe. Unless I change that, which I actually don't want to load in. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it has like this weird... Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, here we are. Yeah. I have nothing. I only have a shield and my fist. Watch this guy. I'll kick him. Try to kill me. Oh, shit. Fuck out. Anyways, I'm not really here to fuck around with that. Let's go back to the menu. Yeah, the on-arm's kind of janky too. Still, it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of improvements. Okay, so we fixed that, I believe. One thing I want to make clear, though, for when I go back in here, is I want to do this. So there where it says tutorial map, I want this to be map, map, input this false statement will be the first map to be loaded in game under sandbox code. Something like that. I would never put a comment like this on anything normally, but I kind of just want to know what the hell this is. And then this kind of brings us to this thing here. So, all right, so that's the thing of how the fuck are we gonna do the buttons? I don't know. There needs to be a new button in here for the demo mode that needs to be added in. So it actually won't be visible in the whole button won't be visible in any shipping, like a full game build that I would do. Um, Obviously, so I think I'd have to really rework the way this is currently. Um, I don't know what else can I do. Anything else? You do need to do this though. I need to get that done. Another thing we could work on. Um, a couple side activities that I wanted to work on. I feel like that would be another stream. One of them was I was recently playing Jedi Survivor, the Star Wars game, um, and or I have been playing that. And one of the mini games in that game is it's called Hollow Matches, I believe. And so basically, what it is you have a little like a small table of I guess you can call them pawns or enemies or whatever you want to call them, AI, you know. And you're going against a AI component or opponent in this match. And so what you do is you kind of have you pick like your units and then you place them on the scene on the board rather. And then you simulate it, and it kind of just simulates like a battle, right? And up to the AI and their stats really to do what they got to do. Kind of like a little bit of a mini game. And I was thinking, like in this universe, it could be kind of a magical thing. You could add things in where it's instead of like it being like a holographic thing, it's like a magical thing, and it happens on like a chessboard or something like that. That's something really cool I've been wanting to do, but it's kind of it's a side thing. It would be more of like a fun thing to do than anything. So I'd really like to do that on a stream, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Get back into this and actually focus on what the fuck I was doing. um, let's see. Just don't know how I want to do this because I don't want to add any more buttons. I kind of want to keep it as compact as it is, or as it can be, anyways. Could probably do it with this button here, the hub button. So, okay. So what I'll do is already no, it's not. No, there's no bindings on the visibility. So what we can do is we can actually create this here. So, okay, so what I'll do is I'll click on the text. The text doesn't have a binding either. So that's good. It means we can take control of this. We can do demo mode active. We can do a select on that. We want to do a normal select. And our text values will be um, false will be what it is now, world hub. The true will be demo, I don't know, demo world. I don't know. I don't know what the hell to call it right now. Or play, yeah, just demo world's fine. Demo world's fine. You can change it later. Make it more convenient. Um, and then the button or the actual event rather. Select would be all right. So we do select here. Um, oh, what am I doing? False would be the state, and true would actually be our developer map that we just created. So that will be in development and demo world space. right? And then here, so we have that. We know that when we have demo mode active, that it's going to automatically try to open up demo world space, and that's all hooked up, right? So this button's done, pretty much. Now we just need to kind of take into account the other ones. So really, at this point, since this is the way we're doing things now, almost kind of want a visibility binding on the other buttons. So like the adventure, for example, where we'll actually hide probably the whole button. Um, so let's do, I could do the locking thing where it has a lock on the actual icon, but let's see here. I mean, I'd like to do that, but that would be a little bit more involved and also kind of unnecessary. Like, there's no reason to do that. Other than, I guess, visualizing, okay, there's going to be another mode. People know about it, but you can't play it just quite yet. Which, I guess when you put it like that, it might be cool, but I don't know if I want to do that. Let's see. Shit. I mean, I'd like to, but for now, for now, let's just do visibility binding. We can do that, and later on we can come in and we can if we need to add a lock on it instead, we can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Why am I not doing this right? False will be collapsed.
Let's see.
Yeah, collapsed, and then oh wait, true will be collapsed, and false will be usable. I'm sorry, they're backwards. And then the rest of these should be fine, actually. Let's test this out. Let's go to demo mode and activate it. Oh shit, that's not showing up right. That is definitely not showing up right. Let's see if we got this. So go play instead, maybe. Okay, so we can't. All right, let's not do that. Because if I collapse the button, it's gonna offset the UI a little bit because the locks they're currently on there. So let's not do this actually. We're just gonna have to do this the hard way. So move binding. We'll do it the same way we do here, pretty much. We'll put a lock icon on there, and then also like the story mode button, for example. We'll do it on is enabled instead. That'll be our binding. And so basically when we have demo mode active, kind of just the same thing as this, we'll actually copy this and that'll be what we'll put on the adventure button, the sandbox mode button, right? And that should be enough to do this. So the lock icon is for aesthetic purposes. People know that it's locked, I guess. And then the other things are good. So let's copy. So copy this lock icon. Oh, did I delete it? I did delete it. And duplicate lock icon 3, and that will be basically right there, pretty much right there. And then the whole visibility thing, that'll be the same as this. So we'll do the same binding on there, and then all the rest of this should be the same. It's kind of crazy how much I've been working with UI lately. It's actually kind of like I love working with UI, but it's honestly kind of fucking like after a while. Um, so that gets kind of old. But I've been doing a lot of like animation and UI and stuff like that. So like things that like kind of like move around and shit like that. I don't really have that in this. It's kind of like okay, I do it for a bunch of other people, but I don't do it for myself. Because you know the nice things aren't for me; it's for other people. But you know, whatever. It's kind of just a aesthetic thing. I would do it. I would do it maybe once I'm like I have other priorities knocked out because I have so many other things that I'm prioritizing. So over you know something like that, like animations and UI. You know, it's kind of like yeah, I mean, you can add that in sort of like a final touch sort of thing for detail. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, come on. Hey Seb, you still there?
Huh?
Oh, you are still there.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna go
doing,
get
man?
like McDonald's in a minute.
You still haven't gone, man? You just
No,
sit
dude, I've
here
been
and
watching a video, dude. Figured out.
oh,
Watching this
oh,
video
so you do what I do.
podcast. Yeah, I just watch
Just
videos and shit all
postpone
day,
things
dude.
and watch.
Figured out, and I'm gonna come back eating food and play COD, dude. Figured out. You
I was supposed to
know
dude. Oh my god. I was supposed to there's two computers I was gonna start taking apart today that they got rid of the old computers at the office, so
Your
for my
dad gives
dad's
them to you?
business. So they brought him here. And so I'm kind of just fucking around with those right now. I was thinking of doing
Well, it's
like a
just like those
separate.
Intel computers that you get at your like what
Yeah,
kind of
they were
computer
pretty
are those?
fucking old, but I mean, it's interesting because I mean, I like messing with that old, you know, computer stuff. It's like you know those computers are probably like over a decade old easily.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we got new ones. They ordered them, and that's when I put them all in back, you know, months ago, earlier
My
this
work
year,
has like
probably.
Macs everywhere, bro.
Really, Max?
Yes, dude.
Oh, that's
Like brand new, like the monitor ones, like the ones with the like the in the
that's
laptops,
not
like
fucking
they
cheap,
all have
man.
like
Damn.
phones and shit.
Yeah, that's
Like work phones.
Mhm. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I would expect like a. Hey, so you know what? I got another question for you. So once I start, you know, if I ever have a project where I need some like some knowledge on elevators, right? Since you're working on them and all, you would be able to kind of tell me everything about an elevator, right? If I really needed to know like
Yeah.
the actual, you know, what it actually,
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
you know, because like the inner workings of an elevator, you know, it's quite complicated, right?
Yeah.
You know, and you fix them now, so you know everything about an elevator.
Not quite yet,
No,
though.
you don't.
No, not yet.
Yeah, because I mean, I got a couple, you know, I got a couple elevators I'm working on, in my game, you
Yeah.
know, but not quite in your situation. Okay, this button works. Cool. So this is exactly what I wanted to do, pretty much. I'm done with that.
Huh?
Good. I
Hey,
did
what's
what
that
I was
number about
trying to
again?
do, man. I figured it out. I wonder if Luke's figuring it out right now. Probably not. What do you think? If he tries to call me at like 10
Who?
or 11, you
Oh,
know,
Luke,
some
yeah, he needs to
crazy
figure
fucking
fuck
shit
out.
like that, I can't. I just can't do it. You know, because
Answering it at that time, because then it's like, what
I
the
got.
fuck, dude? Like, it's like another story if you like answer now and then you stay up till then.
I
But like
mean, I
answering
don't
at
mind
that time,
staying
dude,
up
is like kind of
till.
crazy, bro.
I don't mind staying up till about, you know, a little past midnight, maybe 12:30 or 1 a.m. You know, past that, I really, you know, I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get my foods and figured out, and I'm gonna eat ass. I
I
mean,
need to go
like,
fucking eat too. I've
I'll
been
be right back. Be right back.
busy with this shit.
Be back.
You know, that's another thing I do, right? Is I work on things like this and I get so sucked into it that I forget I need to eat to survive. Basically. That's pretty much every day. The glory of working. Because you know when you're physically tired, right? You know, you go on I don't know, you're doing something that's physical. Kind of your body kind of tells you, you know, but you're working on a computer, it's kind of all like, you know, in your head, you know, like, oh, I think I'm hungry, but I don't fucking know. And then fast forward like an hour and you're like, oh shit, you know, it really fucking went by, you know, let's just keep working on that shit. And another hour goes by, and another hour, and you're like, oh fuck, I forgot to eat today. Not exactly healthy, but you know, it happens. So I mean, this is all working the way it should. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. One thing in there to do was actually was gonna set my settings back real quick. Keep forgetting the texture filtering. I can't go over high, up to high setting. Just there's 3 settings on that. And there's setting selectors for each of these. That resolution is not accurate, but okay. And those block icons looked really nice in the the non-full screen view. That's great. So we need to get those uniform. That's what that fucking means. And what the hell is going on here? So, oh, yeah. I need to fix this in all the world spaces actually. This little fucking problem right here with the player start needs to be solved. Oh no, maybe. Nope. Person in. Probably in the level blueprint, I would guess. Let's see. No? Hmm. Okay. I don't know. I'm not really too concerned with it because I mean, it's not a game-breaking error. It's just one of those fucking, you know, bullshit errors that, you know, developer would understand, right? Um, but, you know, this is I don't fucking know. I don't know where is it. Might be from the dev map too that we just created because we didn't actually edit that yet or do anything with it really. It's mostly just we created it, so everything up that we needed to. So I guess from here, right, we need to come up with our packaging settings. So the current packaging settings that we have is our full game configuration. So we need to actually export this as a full game configuration, which would go in. Holy shit, I have no idea. Configuration. Windows, no. Saved. Saved, and then maybe not. The fuck that saved. Should be in config. Packaging. Full game. Let's make a new one. Let's do this. 811 8/11/24. Let's do that for today's date because I'd like to keep this updated. Yeah, for anybody that's still in here too, I mean, if you were here for when I was explaining the whole, I guess the arena, not the arena, that hollow match sort of idea that I had from Jedi Survivor. I know I haven't really shown anything yet, but if anybody has anything to say about that, that'd be great. Because I'm really thinking about that as sort of like a option, for like mini games that can be added that are actually, that contribute to the world. Because when I'm thinking of, you know, building building this sort of world, right? I'm also thinking about things like that, like the mini games and things that I haven't really implemented. For example, Witcher 3 has a world renowned one. It's Gwent. Gwent is a card game, right? And it's played both in the game and also out of the game. So you basically have like, it's a whole nother thing, and it attracts a lot of people. So when you think about things like that, I guess with something like this, it would be as applicable because you can't exactly do that in real life. But I guess with a board game, you could, you never know. But when you think about things like that, it's kind of like the whole idea, right? Is I really like to consider that if I can, at least provide venues for that so I can explore them later. Let's save that as a full game configuration. And then let's go check our configuration. So go to config. Sorry, not saved config. That's the problem or the mistake I was making. So then we have our latest one here, right? So we have our full game, our development, and our demo game. We're probably going to end up putting, let's do this. Let's add, really for the demo game, it's going to be very small because all we need is the main menu and the demo map, credits, stuff like that. That's pretty much it. Beyond that, we wouldn't really need anything else at all with the demo packaging. So probably what we'll do. Let me fucking you're back. All right. Yeah. Be right back. Okay, we're back here. Um, okay, so we were going to change the packaging settings for the demo as well, the demo configuration. So basically the way it works, right, is we have two configurations, or really three main configurations. Um, the middle ground is the development one, so that's going to be actually more for, I guess, internal testing, right? That would be anything that has to do with, I get a team together again, we would do internal development testing that way. Um, that's kind of the configuration that we would use for all that. And so I kind of create, just have to do with packaging either, but it also has to do with really just how we set things up in the game. So with a game like this, it's quite complex. With what we just did, we made it a lot simpler. Now we can kind of change things with a click of a button, and that kind of just works. And really, just the packaging settings, we pretty much reduced our steps down to probably from about 6 steps to more like two, which is really good. But so there's kind of like three different configurations, right? We have our demo, development, and shipping, or full game builds. I still play those a lot because I feel like that's kind of like the most important thing to do. Um, Other than when I'm, trying to debug our performance and trying to do like live session captures of things and things like that. Um, let's see. So we have everything set up. Let's do that configuration real quick. So if we import our so not our packaging for our demo, but our demo. These are kind of older, but we normally do see what development is. Development has, we really don't need to do this because we have, I mean, I'm just kind of looking over in here really. We go to import, demo game. Demo has a lot less, so this is kind of the one we're looking for here. So this one has all the maps that we included before, which are no longer going to be a part of the demo because they really don't need to be a part of the demo. What we're doing now, hopefully I can get this uploaded to on itch within like a week, couple weeks is more realistic, but we do have to add some stuff to the world to get started with it. I guess it should just be a lot quicker now, hopefully, that we have everything that we need in place and we can kind of just build on it from there. Doesn't need to be all finished, just something that's laid out, right? This will also be a lot smaller. So when people go to download a demo, you're not really looking to download fucking 6 gigs or more of a game. You're really kind of looking at as small as possible. So maybe like within 1 to 2 gigs with a game like this, right? Even if it's a full-on RPG, super, whatever ambitious project, very large, right? You still want it to be as condensed as possible. And it's kind of one of the complaints I got in the past. I think that's why some people got a little upset with that. So um, I think that's what is going to help that a lot. And then that way, it's condensed. It's not giving too much of the full game, anyways. You kind of just have everything that you need. So with all this here, we could really honestly just get rid of all of this, all of these levels here um, down past the credits map, really, because we're not using any of these. These are all part of the maps that we have currently in the demo build that's on itch. That I was even thinking of taking it down earlier, but then I was almost like, there's really no reason to do that. People could still, if people manage to play it within that time, they can. Great. If they hate it, cool. not, then that's even better. But you know, it's okay if it's still up because it's not. You can still play the game and some sort of feel for it at least, even if it's not updated. It's hasn't been updated in months, but um, that we'll still be updating that pretty soon, and then following that, Steam. Once we get the page set up, hopefully, like I said, towards the end of the year would be a great goal. To keep in mind. I'm not gonna say it's set in stone, but I will say it's definitely a goal for us. If we can do that and provide a demo there, um, it would be the same case there. We'd be using the same configuration and the same setup for all that. So, let's see. Um, Trying to think. So I kind of need to get rid of all this then and just restart the demo config. I guess let's do that. I don't know. It'd be much easier to just delete everything beneath that, so we might just do that. Um, we need to update that folder too. So it's kind of a funny story how this project started, right? It's a long story, but to keep it short, it started as a Lord of the Rings project. It was literally a fan project of Lord of the Rings, low poly game. We started by pretty much bringing in. I mean, I was making low poly models of Uruk-hai, Aragorn, all the characters, I liked. They were pretty shitty, I'll be honest. But it was cool. It was cool for the time. I even have like a whole like art thing. I wish I could show it, but I don't have the images right now. I'd have to really dig them up, but long story short, it's kind of how it started, right? So it really did start as like a Lord of the Rings fan game. Then it kind of evolved into my own thing when I started writing for the lore and for the world. It really became my own thing, and it was almost completely separate from anything I ever knew because at that point I was pulling inspirations in from everywhere. Granted, the main story is very similar to Lord of the Rings. You have the big bad guy, and you have something that's kind of controlling them. Controlling him, and then also providing some sort of strength between both powers, both good and evil. Um, it's a very similar story, and you have orcs and stuff like that. The Dark Towers, all that stuff that Lord of the Rings would have. But then it's also got the politics of like something like people have said this. I'm not really a huge Game of Thrones guy, but I have seen it, and they've compared it to kind of the politics of that, and sort of how things are set up for my story. Obviously not in the game yet, exactly, because we have a lot of the systems we still need to create. But just having economic stuff going on. I mean, there's really a lot of inner workings of the world and how it all is set up, how it's running. It's not just a throw in kind of RPG. I'm kind of considering everything here, so that is a big part of the story as well. Kind of influences hierarchy, how I guess rule comes into play, continental restrictions, countrywide restrictions, and things like that. So it's a lot, but it's pretty cool, I think. Um, let's see. So that's all there. Um, and when I say restrictions, I'm mostly referring to like laws like that. 'Cause a lot of the laws in these countries are very restrictive. It's kind of it's not like uh, not exactly like an authoritarian kind of thing, but some of them are. I'm not saying all of them, but some of them definitely are, and it kind of really shows, I think, or will show once the story is developed further in each of these areas and how they actually play in with what you're doing in them, what you're allowed to do, anyways, and also the makeup of it, right? what actually makes it up. Is it a big city in the center, or is it mostly just wildlife and nature? Which right now most of these world spaces are. They're mostly just wildlife and things like that. So yeah, I mean, with something like this, I mean, with the demo world space, I don't know if I want to work on anything here yet. I might just hold off on that because I do want to kind of. I said initially I didn't really want to plan it out. I wanted to kind of just go with it, see what I wanted to do. But with something like this, I really would like to plan it out a little bit further. Um, Maybe we can do some um, like mapping of like a tutorial or something like that. Because ideally, all of it would be built in the here now inside of this world space. So wouldn't really leave this world space to go to a tutorial. It would all be in the same area. And so would the quest. And then if we decide we want to add an example story level in here, we would create that as a separate level, obviously, but then that would be pretty much only accessible inside of here, inside of this world space. So you wouldn't be able to get to it any other way. It probably wouldn't be part of the full game. It'd just be part of kind of showing what the initial game is about, right? Um, I'd like to put our dragon in here, but one thing I wanted to do with that actually, this kind of brings me to the other thing. Let's see here. So, what I wanted to do was I wanted to add sort of like a nest for the dragon mount. So even though right now it's not quite complete, we don't have sounds on it. There's a lot of things missing. There's some bugs with it too. One of the main bugs is when you get off of the dragon mount, it lets your player character kind of, you know, the rotation is a little sideways. So you can be spawning in and your character might be a little offset. You might get off the dragon and go like, what the guy? It's like one of those things, right? But you know, all things considered, once we get those fixed, it'll be nice. But one of the other things we wanted to do was add sort of like a, like I said, like a nest. So pretty much the way it would work is, you go up to these nests. You wouldn't necessarily just be able to call your dragon anywhere. Although that might be like a skill in the future, or like an ability maybe even that player can unlock. It would be more like you go up to these nests for now, so almost like stables in a way for horses, which is currently in the game. Or you can call a horse if you have a mount available already added to your I guess your inventory, but you need to call one from a stable before you can do that. So it'd be almost like that, except it's for a dragon mount. And kind of just call a dragon in for now. I'm not really looking at doing any animations or anything like that just yet. Just kind of doing what I do with those stables, which is you can call them in, and that's basically it. They just kind of spawn. Um, so thinking we can do that, but let's it'd be nice if I could put it in the scene and then bring it in as merge it as a mesh and then put it in a blueprint actor or something like that. We'll see if we can do that. Let's see. So trying to think of what I could possibly use here. A couple like sets that I use in here, right? So and another thing about like the assets and the art that we use in the game, it's really a mix of I've seen some people say they recognize like the polygon stuff, which is obviously in the game. It makes up a lot of the core environment stuff, and that's kind of just like, it's used a lot overall, but in this case it's kind of used in a different way where it's combining with stylized. So I do think my game has a unique edge in that sense. But we are also bringing custom art in, so we're kind of slowly bringing in more and more custom art assets. Currently the biggest thing that we already have and we've had basically from the start was the characters. So all the characters are custom made, obviously. They're all, we've created them, or I've created them mostly. Um, and I've had some people help me, so with some other, certain pieces and stuff like that. And then also, uh, Martinus or Draco, S.A. Draco, which is a um, massive help to this project, actually, whether he believes it or not. I don't talk to him that often about it anymore. If you stop by, hello. But he has done some excellent art for, let's see here, excellent low poly art for some of our custom pieces, which include our really nice looking willow trees that I use quite often. He's gone ahead and created all these from scratch inside of Maya. All of them are animated, so it's quite nice. I'll have some animated foliage there, and they blend quite well with the environment. So a lot of these trees, he's also done the oak trees, which are very nice. You kind of see the theme there, how the trunks are low poly, but the leaves are mostly stylized. It's kind of have I guess a reoccurring theme in a lot of the worlds you see in the canon. Oh my god, there is no need for that, brother. you know? Yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm trying to show some trees off, right? To anybody that's in here, I don't know who's in here. I don't pay attention to the viewer count. I give less of a shit who's watching, but as far as how many
Are
people
you
are
talking to your
watching.
viewers right now?
Yeah, yeah, I am. But what I'm saying is, yeah, I mean, I just kind of talk, man. I don't stop talking.
Okay.
Fuck it, yeah, right. But let's
Someone
see.
quits
I'm
your
trying
stream
to
and they see you
find.
talking, maybe they might be interested. If they don't see
Well,
any talking,
you
so
kind of figure, what is the best way to sell your stream? Just never shut the fuck up. So that way, when somebody comes in the stream,
just
they're
do a
like, "Oh shit, that
yapathon.
guy's not shutting the fuck up. I should sit here and listen to him." But unfortunately, a lot of people have short attention spans too, so it's kind of like, uh, what? I didn't understand what you said. I gotta go. Sorry. Maybe figure something else out, like watch some stupid, I don't know, like some guy playing around with
Dude,
this
well, that don't even matter
things
at
on
this
his
point. I went
desk.
to
I don't,
McDonald's. I was supposed to get a 10-piece nugget. The motherfucker didn't even give me a 10-piece nugget. I had to look at him. I'm like, 10-piece nugget. He looks at me. He's like, oops. It's a 10-piece. He's like, because you know how it's like McDonald's, it's full of like, like figured out people.
Dude, you don't have to say anything else, brother. I know how it is. I have a McDonald's like right next to me, bro, but I never go there for a reason.
Why?
Why? Why?
What do you mean? Yeah,
Well,
why?
I'll give you one reason. It's because I cook a lot of my own food. You want to know why? Because it's not fucking hard. I
I'm
cook
fat, dude.
things like a pasta or something. There's some fucking meat in
Did you
there,
just say hot dogs? Don't you ever say hot dogs. I can't stand hot
Fucking
dogs. That's what
hot
you just said.
dogs. Are you mother? You gotta be
Is that what
kidding
you
me.
said?
No, dude.
I
I
thought I
said
heard
like
that, bro.
meat or
Like,
something, like protein. If I'm making pasta,
uh,
I'll throw in some chicken or something like that. You know what I mean? I
I
don't
just like
know.
put like a ramen noodle cup in the microwave. About it.
Ramen noodles. No, that's not what I'm talking about,
Psych.
man.
I'm psych. I don't do that. I'm
Ramen
good at-
noodles. No. I mean, I'll eat them.
Oh, you don't use ramen noodles and then put like spaghetti sauce on it? I'm poor.
Bro, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man, but no, I don't do that.
Oh, you don't
I
do that? Yeah.
you know,
That's
I
what my
use
family
I
do. We
use
get like
spaghetti
7 ramen
noodles.
noodle bags and get like spaghetti sauce, and we just call it
Oh,
spaghetti.
wow. I might be going up to that Cake and Cow though a lot more often because I forgot how good their burgers were. I'll just go up there by myself, man. I'm just be like, I'll take that burger, man. I don't know. I need to fucking go up there some more, especially now they know they got like fucking 10% off for people who live around here.
How do you know?
Like, fucking crazy.
I mean, not how do you know? I mean,
Because I had some
how do
family
you show
go there
proof?
and they fucking told me they're like, it's
Well, how did I know? I mean, like, what do you gotta show 'em?
your card, your
I'm a resident of the Sandoval community.
yeah. Yeah, pretty
If you do
much.
not give me 10%, I'm calling the cops. Oh, sorry. I'm just imagine that's probably like a Karen in your community.
Oh my god, man. I don't want to even think about that. I hope not. I hope not, because that would be really bad. But I mean, in here, I wouldn't be surprised with the way some people behave in here. It's, I would never behave that way, but, yeah, so this is some of the custom art that's in here, right, that Draco has done. The fuck is, that's just a leaves. Let's see, like the,
Fucking favorite streamer doesn't stream on Sundays half the time, bro.
what?
Makes me sad.
You what?
My Lord Kevin streamer, dude.
Oh, him? He doesn't stream anymore?
On Sundays, dude, really.
Mondays? I
No,
mean, I don't really.
no. He usually does. Saturdays is just the days he don't usually do. He streams like every day usually, except for like Sundays, but sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
But that's the only guy I really watch on Twitch, other than the Jinxie guy sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I want to start
Even
streaming
though it's
on,
GTA, even though I don't even play fucking GTA, I just watch him, dude, because I just been watching that guy for like
yeah,
so long, dude, since like 2019, I think.
I really like to start
I think
streaming
that's
on
the other
both
house I lived
again,
in.
YouTube and Twitch, but it's just like, I'm still trying to, I don't want to really do a multi-stream now, though. I'm thinking about it because, um, if I did a multi-stream, you know, what, what the limitations like a solution like, Restream has, I wouldn't want to do that. I don't really want to sacrifice things
And
like
what is
that.
it?
Because it really comes to a lot of limitations, because you have to purchase the premium to get like a certain quality and all this shit. And when I heard that, I was like, oh fuck.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm
what's
not
it
doing
capped at? You can't stream it. You can only stream at 720.
yeah, it's like really something like that. Like, which is, I mean, so for some people it's fine. For me,
That makes
not so
sense though,
much.
because that's how they make their money. Because
Yeah, I
everything's
know.
everything's ever free. I
Well,
mean,
yeah, you got to think about it like that too. So I did. I started to think about it. I'm like, oh shit, there's got to be something on this. And I looked it up and I'm like, oh, fuck, no. I mean, I might do it in some cases, like a gaming stream, but for something like this, I kind of need like a specific. I need to be able to set custom resolutions and stuff like that because I'm testing things and you know, I already got 4K, set up here, so I might as well use it.
oh my,
Beautiful.
forgot you're streaming. My bad there.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, um, yeah. So I don't know. I'm thinking about how I want to do that. You know.
You ever talk to your like community on Twitch about like peony needles?
Oh yeah, man. I got like plenty of them in my game, man. I got like a lot of scenarios where that's a thing.
Oh, you got a lot of people in you that watch you that talk about peony needles.
Oh yeah, man. All the time. Just
Hell
respond like
yeah.
Beetlejuice at this point. Just come up with like pointless responses. Don't
Yeah.
make
So
any sense.
Mogi. Oh,
Yeah,
so
pretty
you're saying
much.
Mogi,
Pretty
right?
much.
Yeah. That's basically what you're saying, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Because
He's
that guy will never
probably he's
answer your
probably
question.
at work right now going somebody
He
like
probably like takes orders, right? And doesn't like they say, "Hey, do you have this?" He's like, "Well, I don't know. Look at the menu." Like, I don't know. That's right what he says, bro.
You're probably fucking
Or like
right.
some stupid shit. Well, and like some stupid shit that he responds back to, saying like some pun or some weird shit he says.
Yeah, I
He
could see
probably
that.
responds back to some pun or something.
I could see that.
Like the elevator shit. He's like, "Oh, it goes up and down." Shit like that. I mean, he didn't say that to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you would.
I was surprised he didn't say that shit to me.
No, he's said shit like that to me before. Sure.
Mogi's a troll. No, I'm saying the elevator thing.
I've
I
made him
told
a
him I
character
got
in the
working on the
game.
elevator, so I was surprised he didn't say, "Well, it's a lot of ups and downs." I'm surprised. I'm surprised he didn't say that shit to me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. No.
Because it's Mogi, dude. He's a fucking troll, dude. Only he knows where he's at half the time, bro.
No, not at all. See here.
He
So,
might still think he's working at a what's it called? White
oh, the
Castle.
lot.
What did he used to work?
That's Lion's Choice.
Oh, that yeah.
What Chief told me, he keeps telling me, he hated that. Hoping it's better for him now, but I mean,
Honest with you, all fast food shit's gonna be
it's
up my
all
ass,
it's all the
bro.
same. I
It's
mean,
all
it really
bad.
is. Thankfully,
Hey, what was Lionsgate? Is that like a grocery store?
Lion's Choice is it's like a I think it's like a pretty sure it's like a deli. I don't know. I haven't really been there. You know,
I feel like a
I've seen
grocery store would be better. Like, I cannot stand fast food
yeah.
work.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, like one of those like I'm pretty sure it's like one of those like what's that other place? It's not like is it Jason's Deli or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that probably.
Hmm. I used to eat quesadilla a lot. You know, I had that ice cream machine thing.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of anybody that's on here. I'm just kind of this is some of the custom art that we added to the project that um Draco has done for us, but not really neat. Little poly art. I really like to use some of his rock formations more because he really got some neat ones in here. Cool. Yeah. And then a lot of these other things here. So I really think too this demo world space could provide a lot of like, you know, like ways for me to be able to play with certain things that I haven't quite, you know, messed around with yet. As far as like environment design goes, which we've done in the larger world spaces obviously quite well, but you know, it kind of gets to the point where it's a lot to handle and then you end up being a little bit overwhelmed with what you're currently working with, rather. Probably need to go eat in a little bit here. I'll just get a start on this and see if we can come up with something.
Oh my god, it's so big.
Dude, brother. What the hell is wrong with you? That's what happens when you go to McDonald's, you come back all so it's like that whole thing, like remember I always tell you it's like that sort of thing, like honey, don't leave the
Cool.
kid in front of the TV too long, he'll get stupid if he stays there.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Honey, don't leave the kid at McDonald's too long, he might get stupid.
Remember when they used to have those, like, machine the game thing at
Uh,
McDonald's? It used to or, like, just make the there used to be some fucking thing that used to be in McDonald's, bro. It's like a gaming thing.
I know,
I have to play.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of remember it, but
It was like old days, bro. That shit's like kids nowadays wouldn't know what the fuck we're talking about, bro.
no, no, they wouldn't. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
On April 3rd, 2023, in Florida, officers responded to a call of disruptive male refusing to pay his restaurant tab. Upon
What?
arrival, officers found the man in the front waiting area of the restaurant. This is police footage of the events that followed. Footage on the body cam watch is for educational purposes. Well, the title of the video basically say that the moment man tells police there's a bomb in his bag.
What? What?
What, dude?
What are you reading, dude?
What are you talking about, dude?
Huh?
About? Huh? About
What?
it.
What is that from? What? I mean, what are you
Oh, I'm
reading?
reading a YouTube video.
YouTube video? Okay. No, I'm not fucking surprised. All the crazy shit going on, you know.
No, it's old as
That more
shit.
crazy shit would be
You
happening.
know those you know those like arrest footage videos. You know what I'm talking about? You know those live videos.
Yeah.
The people getting, like, arrested, the footage,
Yeah.
the footage. Yeah, it was just one of those.
Hmm.
'Cause I watched some of them. You know how when you watch something on YouTube and then you watch it, like, it recommends you other videos? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you watch, like, ASMR, it might recommend ASMR. You know what I mean? Don't you have, like, ASMR on yours?
Sure, man.
Oh, oh, my bad. Oh, let me know when you're ready to get on COD, dude. I'm trying to play some more COD, dude, before
Oh
I go to
man,
sleep
hold
today.
on,
No, I'm being
dude.
serious.
Hold on.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. You're serious? I'm serious. I'm playing COD before I go to sleep, so you should join me. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be fun? The moment please tell man tells police there is a bomb in his bag. The moment the man tells
Dude,
police there is a
can you
bomb.
fuck off?
Hey, what?
Seriously, like,
So I'm just reading titles of YouTube videos, bro. What's wrong? You alright, bro?
oh my,
You okay, dude?
I mean,
You alright, bro?
that
You alright, dude?
title is questionable to say the
Oh,
least.
I didn't think of it. It was just a title. I didn't say.
Oh no, no, you didn't. Right now I'm on a list because that word was said in my stream.
Hold on, I gotta go put this nasty ass McDonald's in the garbage. I'm gonna throw up.
The way things work now.
Oh my god, it's so big.
You say that one more time. I'm going to Freak out. Need to click my source control icon. Oh, I hope you never go to a 4 or 5 star restaurant.
Oh, you're gonna start a restaurant business?
No, no, brother,
Oh.
not in a million years. No. Yeah, you know, I really miss doing these. To be honest.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. Dang,
Yeah,
dude.
bro, I figured out.
What are you talking about, dude? Fucking chilling. Hold on.
Figured out.
Let's play. No, bro. Let's play Call of Duty in like an hour after you're done streaming.
Fine, dude.
Bro. No, I'm serious, dude. I ain't fucking around. Bro, I don't fucking around, bro. I'm a real D, dude. I'm a real boss.
I'm sure you are.
They call me Jimmy Jew on the streets of South Salvador. Another kid? Holy shit.
These was the one that I had before. Of course, did the. Hmm. Remember what it was. This one. No, it's not it. Hmm. Oh.
Oh my god. I'll be right back.
So let's set this up like ambush spawn point isn't working. Now it is. One of them spawned. Oh shit.
It's like Call of Duty in like an hour.
Currently just kind of all wander the fuck off, but eventually they won't. So, yeah. Look. Sound like buzzing. Oh, there. Where's my fucking bow? I guess I don't know.
I'm gonna do on that.
That's another thing I'll have to do. I'll have to lock the hide that in the demo. So you won't need it. Let me actually note that down. I think I figured out something here. So I think the spawns are causing the game to lag. I don't. Like, it's almost like they're just not weird. I'll have to keep looking into that. But right, so okay, cool. All right, so we didn't quite get around to the dragon thing that I mentioned,
Yeah,
but
let
at
me know when you're
least
ready to get on, alright? Wait, what? Oh.
yeah, well, hold on. At
Oh, wait,
least
what?
have
Yeah.
this
Oh,
here. So,
oh, alright.
dude, what the fuck? Okay, let's see. So,
Huh.
maybe it's the IK. I don't know. Not sure. Weird. Very, very strange. We'll have to create a new variable for this. We'll call it demo mode active. Under here. All right, and we'll do yet another select. Demo mode active. And falsely visible collapse will be true. True will be collapse. All right. So, let's test that out real quick. Still showing the tab though. I don't want to show the tab at all because it's in the actual menu switcher. Leave. So okay, so let's change that. I'm also going to get rid of these elements here. Doesn't really fit very well. We were looking at our main GUI switcher, which is our top here, which we want to change the visibility of this from our main GUI reference. So we'll do the same thing here. So demo mode active, and it'll be the same thing. On false will leave visible, on true will collapse our tab. That. So it'll pull it straight from main GUI, so we don't have to worry about setting it in there. And there we go. Cool. We only have that active then, and so in demo mode you won't
No,
have it on
I'm
right now
getting
because you
old,
don't
bro.
need it.
I don't know.
Shut up,
My
Seth.
back's cracking.
So yeah, it
Oh my god, it's so big.
it you're a
Crazy.
real fucking piece of work, aren't you? Real fucking piece of work.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. So that's working. And then if we go back to our main GUI, we turn off our demo mode. I'll have to make some notes about this. Let me actually note this in here now.
I'm getting no, you have to join my game.
I'm gonna have to rewrite the rules. So I have to shit, I don't know if I can do this right now. I don't want to have to rewrite all this. Ah, dude. I have like special guidelines for myself on how to do these things. I have it all written out. Now it's kind of different. So what did I do? So I mean, as long as I know to come back in here and basically turn this off, turn it on, whatever.
No, just join my game, yeah.
Good. So so for demo.
Yeah, go ahead and just join real quick before it's too late. You don't wanna. Oh, okay.
All right, so let me just write this down. So
I don't
demo
care, bro.
bills, work bills, instructions. Let the C is updated. That.
Yeah. On go. Come on, join me.
We no longer need to do that because the continent map is no longer active. All non-included. You likely no longer need to do that either because we don't have that active. That still has to be done.
Yeah, just let me know when you're joining my game.
All world doors. Hold on. Shut up. All world doors at
Oh yeah, it's final.
Fucking help. You were fucking ridiculous. You're like a fucking robot, dude. Alright. So, anyways, alright.
Back in the game.
Dude.
Back in the live.
Okay, this can be removed because we no longer have to worry about this either. However, in this demo mode must be enabled in
It's crazy.
WI main. So really we have 3 steps. The demo mode must be enabled in main menus. Demo mode must be enabled in main
No.
GUI widget. Packaging list must be use appropriate demo config from the game's configured packaging folder. It should add packaging slash demo folder. And the included maps will simply just be the one. It'll be demo world space, I suppose. And that'll be titled in the future.
Oh, Luke had called the group, bro.
Oh, really?
3 minutes ago. Should we call?
He called the group.
How
He
long do you
definitely
work
didn't
today?
go in
2
today.
hours?
Wait, what? There's no way, dude. There's no way,
Hey, you
dude.
gonna join?
Yeah,
Join.
hold on. Just give me a minute. Just give me like, I'm gonna end this stream. Stay in here for a minute. Say like, fucking hold on or something. Almost done here. I'm just wrapping up. So, all right. So like I was doing under full game. Okay, cool. So that's all up to date. We have that all set up. Okay, cool. All right. Let me actually do. Honestly, I'll do another full game build now, or I'll start one. Currently at about 20. Wow, that's a big ass game. Right? Okay, and we'll let this go. All right. I think we'll cut this one off now. If anybody's still watching or still in the stream, I just want to say thanks for stopping on in. And hopefully we can do some more of these. I really miss doing these, and I haven't done one of these streams in like a very long time. So I hope to keep doing them. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, hopefully we can because I really enjoy doing them. Um, all right, you all have a great rest of your day and see you soon. So.